Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Ho, ho, ladies and germs, and welcome to Dilettante Bells. I'm Johnny Claus.
And I'm Mrs. Spencer Claus.
Here on Dilettante Bell, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article. Well, not this time.
And we talk about it.
Yes.
And we'll go.
Will Ferrell. Musical guest. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Did we just crack that case? Is that who it is?
Oh my God, yes. Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
I only know people who've been on for one season.
Yeah, right. Gilbert Godfrey.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Christmas.
It is Christmas. Today's Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. As punishment,
Yeah, everyone's been naughty. So this is the audio coal you're gonna get.
I think it's important to say we only do Christmas stuff because that's what we grew up.
Neither of us are Christian at all.
Well, first and foremost, but also that's just why we do Christmas and not Hanukkah or anything else.
Also, we miss Hanukkah by a fucking country mile.
It snuck up this year.
Yeah, like Thanksgiving was way early, so it threw me off anyway. And then Hanukkah was like the next week, so I was like, "What the fuck?"
Do you remember a couple years ago, the first day of Hanukkah was on Thanksgiving, and it was like buck wild?
Jesus, no. I know that this year was the earliest that Thanksgiving could ever possibly be.
Yes,
and next year will be the latest it could ever possibly be.
No way.
Yeah.
Is it the last day of November next year?
It's something like the first day of November is like a Friday or something like that. You know what I mean? So because it has to be the fourth Thursday, it just naturally will be
That's fun.
So this is the longest we'll have to wait in between turkeys.
Whoa.
that there could possibly be.
And it won't happen again for another 478 years.
Yep. That was good quick maths.
Quick maths.
What the fuck are we doing today? Sorry to curse on this Christmas episode.
You've seen Man's Not Hot, right?
What? No.
You've never seen Man's Not Hot?
I don't know what Man's Not Hot is. I know. Is that a quick maths? Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
No.
Oh boy, I have to remember to show you Man's
Okay.
Not Hot after this.
Wow. I just thought it was from like that Mitchell and Webb book or something.
Oh, it's so good.
All right.
Fuck, I'm so excited for you.
That'll be my Christmas
This
present.
is going to be your new favorite song.
Wow. Okay. I highly doubt that. I can't stress enough how much I doubt that.
It's very good. We're going to read the goddamn article for Santa Buddies. Oh, no, we're not.
We're not.
No.
No. We're reading Santa Buddies 3?
A very spooky Christmas.
Because if you go on Patreon right now, probably, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You can watch this movie, Santa Buddies, right? Along with our audio commentary. And it'll be like you're watching this dreadful movie along with us beside you.
It will. I believe now.
Because the problem with these movies is they're hard to figure out the chronology of, because
the
later ones will be a higher number, but they'll be the prequels.
So I have found it. Today we are reading the Wikipedia article for Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups.
Okay.
But yes, we if you are a Patreon patron, you can go up there right now, and our audio commentary is there. We have not recorded it yet.
This is a patreon.com/arcadeaudio.
Yes. We have not recorded it yet as our people ourselves, but
like as of this recording, we haven't. But by the time you're listening to it, it will be up.
We're not writing or planning anything. It's just going to be us slowly
goofing,
praying for death. The thing I realized today that really bums me the fuck out is normally when we watch the film, I can break it up into parts.
Right, and watch it at like 1.5 speed at work.
Yes. We have to watch it at regular
Right.
speed.
We have to watch 1 hour, like 1 hour and 29 minutes of our lives has to be devoted to this.
Consecutively. I just in the middle of the day today, I realized that and was like haunted.
Right. So we're recording a little later on in the evening as of right now. And we were thinking of recording that commentary after all this, which means we'd be up to like midnight just talking about this fucking Santa Buddies movie.
Which is, I mean, truly what we deserve for Christmas. Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups.
Okay.
Is a 2012 direct-to-DVD family film directed by Robert Vince and produced by Anna McRoberts. It's the sequel to The Search for Santa Paws. Wait.
What?
I believe The Search for Santa Paws is the prequel to Santa Buddies.
I believe so.
So this, I think, then happens between The Search for Santa Paws and Santa Buddies. And looking at the cover for this, I think the Santa Pups are different dogs than the Buddies.
Shit.
So I don't think this is even technically in the Buddies franchise.
It has to be. It's not.
So
you're saying this is the Solo, a Star Wars story?
Yeah.
Of the Santa
There
Buddies.
are no Buddies.
Well, let's read further and find out. Because this is alarming news.
It is the sequel to The Search for Santa Paws. Period.
I love the single man who writes all of the articles for this.
The Santa Pups save Christmas around the world. Period. The film was released by Walt Disney Studios Home Entertainment on DVD, Blu-ray, and as a movie download on November 20th, 2012.
I didn't realize this was a Walt Disney joint.
Yeah.
When are we gonna get the Buddy Land? Do you think is it gonna?
Oh my God!
Because obviously they were busy doing Avatar Land.
Yeah,
but now they have some free time.
It's time. I'm already mad.
Okay.
Mrs. Paws has just given birth to 4 adorable puppies.
Okay.
Named Hope, Jingle, Charity, and Noble.
Hey, Jingle, I'm so sorry. I ran out of adjectives. How's a verb sound?
Well, and Noble isn't.
It's not really a Christmas description, is it?
Hope, Jingle, Charity, and Noble.
So Charity's a good one. Hope is not even a good one, though. What about the Christmas story is like hope? There's no hope, right?
I hope. I hope we have a place to give birth to this baby.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I hope we get some myrrh because I'm running low.
And the charity is when they were given a free barn, which is, I mean, sure, beggars can't be choosers, but okay. The jingle is the sound that it makes when a cow walks by and bangs into a bucket. And
Noble, sorry, we're trying to have a moment. Sorry.
And Noble describes the boy king.
Not Jesus, but one of the 3 wise men who was a king. He was a boy king.
Don't they call him the boy king?
I don't know. Do they?
Or am I thinking of Mowgli?
I think you're thinking of Harry
He's
Potter.
a man cub.
The boy who kinged. Is he the boy king? That's like Arthur.
The boy king. I
Do
swear
they call
to
him
God.
that?
I swear to God. No, there's
Remember when Jesus
there's a song. There's a song. Oh God, it's like a.
When boy was king.
Oh
boy.
They made a baby king is like the chorus. They made a baby king.
They made a baby king.
Straight up.
No.
Yes.
So it was a Motown song called Baby King.
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't BB King?
I will play that and Man's Not Hot for You when we're done. Also, I need to stress that was only the first sentence of the plot. So we've got a long way to go.
All right, fine.
4 months later.
So Mrs. Claus gives birth to dogs.
No.
Sorry, Mrs. Paws.
Yes.
A little different. Yeah, this is not a Cronenberg movie.
4 months later, the Santa Pups each have their own personalities.
Okay.
It took that long.
Right. One's hopeful, one's noble, one's
jingly.
charitable, and one jingles because it ate too many bells.
Hope is all, and this is all one sentence. I'll tell you when this sentence stops.
Okay, I'll refrain from interrupting.
Hope is always ready to take action wherever she goes, but never takes caution. Jingle loves to sing, but can only sing off key. Charity still needs to learn how to share. Irony. And Noble pretends to be the leader of his sisters and leads his sisters into trouble, period.
That was all one sentence?
Yes.
Was there any punctuation at all?
Lots of commas.
Okay.
No semicolons.
Semicolons would have done some good work here. So, sorry, Noble's the boy puppy. The other three are...
I guess the other three are girl puppies.
Girl puppies. Okay. That's interesting.
I'm glad because as far as the buddies go, it's all boys and one girl, and the girl's personality is she's a girl.
She's a girl, right. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice change of pace. I figured it out in 2012. So all these dogs are like monkey paw wishes, basically.
Yes.
Right. What's the opposite of determinative nomenclature? Like, you know what your name is? Yeah, you're fucked. Like, you actually don't get this thing.
Meanwhile, in school, Noble asks Eli and Eddie,
who are human people, I assume,
if they can...
No humans have ever been named Eddie. Only dogs are named Eddie.
Agreed. If they can their own magic crystals, I assume that means...
Did he a word?
Yes, he a word. Noble asks Eli and Eddie if they can, brackets, have their own magic crystals, but have to understand the true meaning of Christmas to earn one. Hey, Eli and Eddie, can we have our own magic crystals, but have to understand the true meaning of Christmas to earn one?
Are Eli and Eddie like they stand-ins for drug dealers or something? Are these bad kids or bad?
They could not get the rights to Jay and Silent Bob. I assume that they are elves. I would not be surprised if they are elves that have appeared in other.
Aren't they the dogs? Aren't they dog elves? In my head, Eddie's the lead dog elf, or Delph, if you will.
Dog elf. I'd like to fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. That one.
The Santa Pups are then taken on a field trip to the Cave of the Great Christmas Icicle, which we've seen melting in previous films, where they learn how magic is used. Okay, this is one sentence. The Santa Pups are then taken on a field trip to the Cave of the Great Christmas Icicle, where they learn how magic is used and how the Christmas magic in the icicle is used to power the magic crystals.
Okay.
Period.
Okay, so these crystals are
they run on crystals.
They stand alone from the icicle.
America runs on crystals.
Yeah, I think a lot of truck drivers do.
When Mrs. Claus prepares to go to Pineville,
sure,
Noble comes up with a plan of his own.
Wait, well, I'm gonna go to Deciduousville.
His plan is to take Eddie's magic crystal collar and then fly to Pineville to prove that they are ready for their own crystals.
Okay.
Once in
so Mrs. Claus maybe is the more... She's factoring into the story more than Mr. Paws.
That's in Mrs. Claus, not Mrs. Paws.
Okay, all right. I'll try to keep this straight.
Once in Pineville, Noble begins granting the first Christmas wish to a girl named Taylor, whom she wishes to skate really well.
So one more time?
Yeah.
Whom does she wish to...
Wow, this is a doozy of a sentence. Please stand by.
Okay.
I will tell you when the sentence ends.
Okay. Real quick, never. I think this is a life sentence.
Or maybe, maybe you tell me when you think this. Raise your hand or say now.
I'll say now.
When you think it's the end of the sentence.
I'll say now.
Once in Pineville, Noble begins granting the first Christmas wish to a girl named Taylor, whom she wishes to skate really well.
I mean, now.
And then to another girl named Sally, who wishes for her 2 front teeth.
Now.
But after a furious young boy named Carter wishes for the Christmas spirit to disappear, Noble ends up granting a terrible Christmas wish that affects all of the people in town.
Now.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
So
wait, a furious boy? What do they describe him as? A terrible boy?
After Taylor, whom she wishes to skate really well, then he grants a wish to a girl named Sally, who wishes for her 2 front teeth.
Okay. These are low stakes.
But after a furious boy named Carter wishes...
Hold on. That's a movie coming out next summer, isn't it? A Furious Boy Named Carter.
Oh, wow. A furious boy named Carter wishes for the Christmas spirit to disappear.
Wow.
Noble ends up granting a terrible Christmas wish that then affects all the people in the town. He uses the Christmas spirit to destroy the Christmas spirit.
That's amazing. That's a pretty interesting. That's one of those things where it's like, if I get my wish, then it means Christmas is real and I fucked up.
Yeah.
But if I don't get my wish, well, then it was real all along, or it was fake all along, and I get my wish anyway.
The challenging thing about most Christmas movies that is not
Yeah.
it doesn't come up here, but adults don't believe in Santa, but Santa is real and gives presents to children. So where do the adults think the presents come from?
I don't know. Well, that would explain the Red Ryder BB gun in A Christmas Story, because neither of his parents got that for him, probably. You know what I mean? Like, that was probably Santa.
It's pretty clear that it was the dad.
No, come on. Show me the receipt.
I watch that movie at least once a year.
Yeah, for sure.
Every 4th of July, I pop that puppy in. There's one joke that's like really funny to me.
Okay.
And I don't get it.
Okay. I'd love for you to lay it on me.
When they're all like opening their gifts, one of them gets like a lead blimp.
A Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Wow, a Zeppelin!
I just don't get it. It's just that's it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But it tickles me every time.
Is that he gets that?
Yeah, because it's so stupid.
Well, that's interesting. I never thought about that as a joke, because the rest of his presents are like that. They're all like trucks and things like that.
Yeah. Who the fuck cares about... No kid would say, ooh, a Zeppelin?
It's the 50s. These fucking idiots. Oh, Zeppelin! I mean, the dad gets a bowling ball.
A blue ball!
Oh, yeah. Thanks, honey.
Man, that movie rules. Yeah. And except for the one very racist thing at the end of the movie,
right? Yeah,
it I think pretty much holds up.
Yeah,
when they did a live version, or not, like on TV how they did it. I think it was last year.
They kept it in,
but they just they still went to a Chinese restaurant because
sure, that's what you do. Yeah, whatever.
But they just all talked normal. They just didn't have like accents, and it's like, oh, we fixed this scene.
Well, that's nice. That was nice of them to do.
And of course, people were furious.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
racists were furious.
Racists were furious. Yeah.
Christmas should still be racist.
Yeah. Keep the racism in Christmas. You can't spell Christmas without racism.
I think that's true.
I think that's literally true.
Is it? Holy shit! Hold on. Fuck!
So fuck you, Johnny. Bring that shit back.
You can't spell Christmas without racism. That sucks. Fuck.
It sucks that we have to tweet that now.
Because it doesn't mean anything.
It means
really.
Nothing. No, not really. Let's get back to our movie.
Yeah. Anyway, I was the overall the live version was not great.
Yeah.
But I did appreciate that.
That's nice of them.
What's his name? Matthew Broderick played the narrator.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
He was phoning it in.
Well, I think that's just his voice.
I mean, he was like
really phoning it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, we're paying you, bud.
The Santa Pups then meet a new friend.
So the furious boy has wished away the Christmas magic.
Mm-hmm, and this affects all the people in town. The Santa Pups then meet a new
Just
friend,
this town.
Baxter, who his owner, Jeb Gibson...
Why do we have a full name for Jeb Gibson? Taylor, Sally, Billy, Eddie. Jeb Gibson. Yeah, that's right. I run the taxidermy business downtown.
If only he ran the taxidermy business.
What does he do? Is he like an adult that doesn't believe or something?
The Santa Pups then meet a new friend, Baxter, who his owner, Jeb Gibson, is actually a dog catcher.
Oh, cool. Okay, we're going back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Unless it's played by freaking Lloyd Christmas. What the fuck is his name?
Lloyd Christmas. This is
Christopher Lloyd.
This is another big doozy of a sentence.
Okay.
And it's not super long. It's just a lot of ideas in one sentence. The Santa Pups then meet a new friend, Baxter, who his owner, Jeb Gibson, is actually a dog catcher, catches the Santa Pups, and takes them to the pound. Period. A lot going on in there. The Santa Pups then explain that if they don't get the crystal back and reverse the wish, Christmas could be in big trouble.
You can reverse a wish.
With what magic?
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is there a more powerful genie than the genie? You know what I'm saying? Like
Jesus. The ultimate genie.
Yeah, the reason for the genie. That made zero fucking sense.
No, I got it. The Santa Pups agree to get Santa to take him off the naughty list.
Who's on the naughty list?
Oh shit, I skipped.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I wouldn't have caught it.
I know. The Santa Pups then try to retrieve the crystal with help from Hope,
So they got arrested.
who is a Santa Pup.
Jesus Christ.
But Hope
Yeah, what do you got for me?
But Hope is not careful on the descent and accidentally wakes up Brutus and then
What?
explains that his life has been pretty...
Who's Brutus? The barber beefcake?
I don't know.
From 80s wreckling? Is he a Sasquatch?
This is another very long sentence.
Who's Brutus?
The Santa Pups then try to retrieve the crystal with help from Hope.
Okay.
But Hope is not careful on the descent and accidentally wakes up Brutus and then explains that his life has been pretty rough due to his owner having lost the Christmas spirit, period.
Okay, so he's probably a dog.
I guess.
On the descent. Do they mean... What the fuck does that mean?
For
the North Pole
Brutus
down?
lives in a cave.
Why are they in a cave?
I don't know. That's not true.
That's not... Okay.
The Santa Pups agree to get Santa to take him off the naughty list. I assume Brutus. They're going to get Brutus off the naughty list.
Okay. For double-crossing Hulk Hogan during the NWO years.
Mrs. Claus, Carter, Sarah, the Pups, and... Who the fuck is Carter? And Sarah.
The Furious Boy Carter.
Is Carter the Furious Boy?
He's the Furious Boy. He's the movie this summer is coming out.
Oh, yes. The Furious Boy Carter. Taylor and... Okay, I don't know who Sarah is, though.
I don't know Sarah either.
Okay.
Because it was Taylor and Sally.
Yes.
Had their teeth and ice skating skills.
Anti-respectively. Mrs. Claus, Carter, Sarah...
Every time you say that, I keep thinking like she's remarried. Mrs. Claus Carter. Like she married basketball player Vince Carter.
Yeah. Mrs. Claus,
I want a younger man.
Carter, Sarah, the Pups, and 3 sisters named Agnes, Dorothy, and Blue.
Who are they? Are they a fucking witch triumvirate?
And 3 sisters named Agnes, Dorothy, and Blue that Mrs. Claus met tried to bring the Christmas spirit back forever.
Why didn't Blue get a normal human name? Not that Agnes or Dorothy are necessarily current, but
Maybe they're dogs?
maybe they're dogs. Blue is certainly a dog's name.
They do this by airing on the radio. And
What year is it? That would explain the names.
They do this by airing on the radio and convincing everyone to act like normal.
What does this mean? What is it saying? What do you mean act like normal?
I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
This Wikipedia article needs one of those like under construction gifs.
Everyone, please listen close. This is Mrs. Claus, Carter, Sarah, the Pups, and 3 sisters named Agnes, Dorothy, and Blue that Mrs. Claus met. Please listen carefully. Act like normal.
We will not give up without a fight. We will not go quietly into the night. We live on.
Carter wishes for the Christmas spirit to last forever all over the world.
The Furious Boy, okay.
We know that wish doesn't come true because in the next movie, or the one that came before it, but happens after it,
This Christmas spirit goes away.
Wait. Or is that in Santa Pups or is that in Santa Paws?
Dude,
I think it's Santa Pups.
don't know.
It's fucked up how much we know at all about these films.
Maybe these movies are going on concurrently. Because this is all dealing with Mrs. Claus. And
Oh, wow.
yeah. And the other one you're talking about had Greg Wentz. What the fuck is his name? Pete Wentz. That's not his name.
We'll never know.
Anyway, he was the main dude.
Yeah. Interesting.
Impossible.
I would
There's
love
no
to
way.
see a timeline.
I want this guy who writes these articles to make the timeline.
Carter wishes for the Christmas spirit to last forever all over the world. The pups are then able to reverse the wish. Okay.
So because the boy who made the first wish, okay, that's a fair loophole, I think. So it's not.
It's not, but it's the best you're gonna get.
I agreed.
It's Gillette.
It's the best you can afford. You fucking broke ass idiot.
No, Gillette's slogan.
Oh, I know. It's the best a man can get. Whatever the fuck.
We're almost there.
Okay, if you say so. Just don't. Yeah, I don't want to slip on the descent.
You don't want to wake Brutus.
I guess not.
Noble gives back Eddie his magic crystal collar, and then the Santa pups, Eli, Eddie, and Mrs. Claus heading back to the North Pole.
I'm unsure if Eddie isn't one of the Santa pups.
There's no way to know.
Not with that sentence.
The film ends with the Santa pups, Eddie and Eli, singing what the capital true meaning of Christmas is all about.
True meaning, TM.
Pineville was filmed in Fernie, British Columbia. That's
Jesus
in the
Christ.
plot.
It's not production notes. That's part of the plot. This movie got real meta at the end. You know, Mrs. Claus, isn't it great that none of us pups were harmed during the making of this adventure?
So, according to the cast, Santa's not in this film.
I love this progressive Santa movie.
Santa's not in it, and neither is Santa Paws.
So they're off doing their own thing.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, who plays Mrs. Claus? Sally Fields?
No, but I skipped. I will go back to the cast.
Sure.
Reception. I need to see this movie.
All right.
The film has met extremely negative reviews, with critics stating that it had a dark tone and a weak plotline.
A dark tone.
Film critic Thomas Richards had noted the low quality voice acting.
Oh.
He also criticized the choice to eliminate actors from the original film, such as the one who played Santa, as well as reusing old ones such as Caitlin Marr, which I think is probably that little girl who was in multiples.
Has to be.
Film critic Frank Smith said that Disney's overuse of dogs was annoying and said that the humor in the film was forced and unnatural. At Typhoon Critics,
they couldn't even get real publications to review.
The film holds 2.5 out of 10 stars.
I thought you guys out of 5, and I was like, well, that's pretty good.
Santa Paws 2, the Santa Paws...
2.5 seems generous. They could have easily just said 1, you know.
The Santa Pups was released on Blu-ray DVD, blah, blah, blah.
How good you get on Blu-ray?
The physical release was produced in 2 different packages, a 2-disc Blu-ray DVD combo pack and a 1-disc DVD.
Oh, I see.
The movie download was produced in both standard and high definition.
2012, okay, sure. I mean, I'll give you a pass.
Both features for the release included a music video for Santa Pups music mashup and Blooper Scooper.
Blooper Scooper.
So we will be watching those as well. Just a quick rundown of the cast. Cheryl Ladd as Mrs. Claus. I don't know who that is. George Newbern as Thomas Reynolds. Sarah and Carter's caring widower father, who is a lawyer. Pat Finn as Santa Claus. I think Pat Finn is the ghoul Santa.
What?
Remember the one that we watched where Santa is a horrible ghoul man?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, he's not supposed to be, but he is one.
Danny Woodburn as Eli, Santa's head elf. That's I believe the elf who is in all of them. The same dude,
yeah.
Oba Babatunde as Mayor Denny, the mayor of Pineville. Caitlin Marr as Sarah Reynolds, a sweet, loving 8-year-old girl who has the most Christmas spirit. Don't even try. Josh Feldman as Carter Reynolds, a 12-year-old boy who is Sarah's big brother who has lost his Christmas spirit ever since his mother Michelle died. Okay. Allie Hillis, Jennifer Elise Cox, and Audrey Wasilewski as the Bright Sisters, Agnes, Blue, and Dorothy. I guess that means they're humans.
I don't know.
Jed Rees as Roland. Bill Chott as Miss Holman, a Christmas cookie baker. It's January. Taking 11 months off.
I'm going to Tahiti. See you later.
Paul Ray as Jeb Gibson.
God, I wanted you to say Paul Rudd so fucking bad right there.
Could you imagine?
Just like lull me into the sense of like.
See, that's one thing that I do enjoy about what I enjoyed about the Princess Switch on Netflix is that they just got a real ass actress, Vanessa Hudgens,
to be the main character.
Yes, both main characters.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's like was the Christmas Chronicles? They just straight up got Kurt Russell to be the main dude.
Fantastic films, both of them.
Yeah, I can vouch for Christmas Chronicles for sure.
We watched Christmas Prince and Christmas Prince 2 Royal Wedding, and one very dark.
You and Jessica, not you.
Yes,
and I.
yes. One very dark thing in that film.
Well, go ahead.
It implies that the king died on Christmas Day, which is very funny to me.
It's like 7:30 in the morning. Dad, wake up! Dad, wake up! It's Christmas. Oh my God!
Because like
what a way to start your day.
The premise is that the prince, they need to coronate a new king within 1 year of the king dying, and the coronation day is the
so therefore implying
yeah.
Unless it was like a leap year that it happened, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
At which case he would have done on like Christmas Eve, or it doesn't make any better. So no one's in this movie that we know.
Well, we're only halfway through.
Jesus Christ.
Paul Ray as Jeb Gibson, Thomas's brother, and Sarah and Carter's uncle. Lots of genealogy in that little sentence. Yeah. Brian T. Finney as Sheriff Andy, Ted Rooney as Mr. Miller. Voice cast: Tom Everett Scott as Santa Paws, husband to Mrs. Paws, and father to the Santa Pups. Bonnie Somerville.
This is like the end of a Game of Thrones book where they lay out everything so that you know what's happening.
Bonnie Somerville as Mrs. Paws, wife to Santa Paws, and mother to the Santa Pups.
It really is.
Aidan Jem as Noble, the only male Santa Pup, the leader of the Santa Pups. I thought he was the leader.
Robert Baratheon, king of the...
Tatiana Godgast as Hope, one of the Santa Pups who is always ready to take action. G. Hanelius as Charity, one of the Santa Pups, who still needs to live up to her name. Marlo Payton as Jingle, one of the Santa Pups, who loves to sing.
I forgot about Jingle.
Richard Kind as Eddie, a happy-go-lucky elf dog, Jack Russell Terrier, who is Eli's assistant. Diedrich Bader.
Wait, who is that? Shit, from fucking...
Ted Kwando.
Rex Kwando.
Rex Kwando.
Yeah, and from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Diedrich Bader. So this is the first real man. Like, what does he do? He's a voice actor?
Comet, one of Santa's reindeer.
Jesus Christ.
Danny Woodburn, I would argue, is a real guy.
I don't know who that is.
The elf.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Chris
Tucker.
Chris Coppola.
Sounds like
that's not a name you use lightly in Hollywood, you know?
That's a good point. Yeah.
So much so, in fact, that what's his name?
Nick Cage.
Nick changed his name.
Yeah.
So this feels like it might be a real Coppola.
He better play Rudolph.
Dancer, another one of Santa's reindeer.
Okay.
Coppola played Gus in the previous film.
Ah, right. The 10th reindeer.
Josh Flitter as Brutus, a gruff bulldog who befriends the Santa Pups in hope of getting off Santa's naughty list.
A bulldog makes sense.
Flitter voiced T-Money in the previous film.
Who was maybe another bulldog?
I believe a racist dog character. Trevor Wright as Baxter, the Santa Pups. The Santa Pups' newest friend. He's a schnauzer mix.
I can't take any more of this.
Well, that is the last one. We have read all of them, some of them multiple times.
This one seems like a real good one to watch, which is a shame that we're not going to watch it
this year.
Yeah,
there's always next year.
There is.
Every one of these. So down at the bottom, it's like, other links. Air Bud.
Of course.
You can see all the Air Bud films. Which the most recent one was made in 2013, so they need to get back on it.
Yeah, they do. There should be one a year so that we never run out.
Then there's Disney Christmas films. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's films directed by Robert Vince.
Okay, what's our man Robert Vince been up to? And
aside from this, he's directed MVP, Most Valuable Primate.
Fuck.
MVP 2.
Bipedal primate. I don't. What else would it be called?
Most vertical primate.
That's a basketball guy.
I believe he's a skateboarder.
That's so radical.
Yeah, he's on the vert. Airbud, 7th inning fetch.
Stop trying to make it work.
MXP,
Most extreme pup?
primate.
Most extreme primate for real?
Mm-hmm.
Is he doing obstacle courses?
I don't know.
Okay.
Chestnut, hero of Central Park.
Horse probably.
Spymate,
Spymates.
Air Buddies, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, Santa Buddies, The Search for Santa Paws, Spooky Buddies, Treasure Buddies, Santa Paws 2, The Santa Pups, Super Buddies. So, Robert Vince loves directing animals.
Yeah.
Fucking loves it.
Yeah, he lives for it.
Can't handle people.
He's got a problem with people. How? Either. I want. What
He knows a guy that has a fuckload of dogs. Is what it is.
How many?
And like 3 or 4 chimps.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's not friends with that person anymore. What I want to know is how much money is he making? Is he making a fuckload of money on these movies, or B, just enough to scrape by, and so he has to make another one?
I believe he is making just enough to scrape by.
He's locked into this hellhole.
And like he can't.
Oh shit, rent's due. I better call Joseph with the puppies.
Yeah, I think I could get you 2 or 3 pups. This litter though, there's only one boy, so you're gonna have to deal with that. You still looking for a chimp? Because I got a real sick one. So if you're looking to get him in a film, you better act fast.
Time is of the essence with this boy. Do you any final thoughts on this movie? Or
I'm excited to watch it.
I am too.
And the shame, the real shame, is that we won't watch it until 2020.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're
right.
At
least for a commentary.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that gives us time. That gives them time to come up with more, which is nice.
That is nice because I mean, after this, the only thing we could do, I guess, would be like Snow Buddies.
We haven't watched Spooky Buddies yet. I don't understand.
But that's not Christmas.
Oh no, I'm just curious why we haven't watched it.
Should we maybe for Halloween?
Yeah, maybe.
Halloween Creep's starting now.
That's true. Yeah, we're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm. Disney's made a lot of Christmas movies.
Yeah. Well, I just can't wait till the live action Airbud movie.
See you later. The thing is, like, for whatever reason, we just like keep telling his origin story.
Yeah. Well, not in the new iteration.
No,
which is cool. Yeah.
We know it.
Totally know it. Yeah.
He's a half spider, half man. His dad was a spider. His mom was a man.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Spencer Hamilton, the host of Arcade Audio's newest podcast, Let Sleeping Dogs Lie, the comedy trivia show of answering questions and questioning answers. Recorded in front of a live studio audience in Chicago, we'll be bringing you new episodes every Wednesday. Why did Michael Jordan wear number 23?
That is because the only soda he drank was Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
Excellent answer. Is this Family Feud?
Sure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for coming out to Let Sleeping Dogs Lie. Oh, good. We got that. We nailed that.
Nefario.
Hello, Norman. Toy.
In 1984, the science fiction horror movie Chud was released.
Yeah, it was Air Chud Golden Receiver.
There's no rule saying a chud can't play.
I can't tell you why, but I could eat a lot of thumbs and toes. Respect the process. Snake it!
Not worth it. He's challenging your Space Jam knowledge.
Oh, you want to challenge my motherfucking Space Jam knowledge?
No,
I think an older brother is like 1/4 of a grandfather, so
I think we should get 1.25 points, and rounding up that is 2 even points.
I'm doing nothing of the sort. In Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario can transform into what appears to be a raccoon, but is actually a Japanese animal known as a tanuki.
You did it all for Tanuki.
Hey, you know how turtles are born when a lizard steals a big shell?
Yeah.
Hey, Peter, I got a question for you. Hey, do bears have shells?
No.
Someone argued that a cave is a show. I don't know. I don't know who they were, but I would argue that. I would say that. Have you ever seen a turtle smoking weed?
Smoke just a single weed. Have you seen a turtle smoke a single weed?
Do you think that the answer they gave is true?
No, I do not.
Not at all. Way to own it, Fiona.
Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to podcasts so as not to miss a moment of misdirection.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.